Hello, so my name is Joshua and this is a project I'm working on called Neurorehabilitative Urban Planning. So let's start with two prevalent neurodegenerative disorders. So Alzheimer's is linked to hippocampus degeneration, and navigation tasks tend to reveal that hippocampus is involved in spatial strategies and allocentric navigation. In fact, promoting the use of spatial strategies might even be a way to prevent hippocampus atrophy. Parkinson's is linked to basal ganglia degeneration, and navigation tasks tend to reveal a role for the basal ganglia in response strategies and egocentric navigation. And one way to exercise the basal ganglia might be to train this ability to filter relevant information from the environment and incorporate it into movement and ongoing perception. A key paper by Packard and Goodman in 2013 argued that these different memory systems can be selectively activated through changing features in the environment, such as the presence or absence of visual information. And because I was working with geographers and urban planners at the time of reading this, this prompted the question, how might a city look when its design takes into consideration these principles? But before jumping to answer that question, I wanted to take a little bit of a detour. So philosopher De Soto describes tactics as improvisation, little tricks in the short term, without the ability to change the environment. And this might be a way that we navigate an adverse situation. Another way to navigate an adverse situation is using strategies, and these take control of our own environment, our own micro-environment, and essentially change the rules. And I think this is a valuable detail and adds a bit of insight when we revisit this question of a healing city. And so I'd like to illustrate with an example. So someone I met at a Parkinson's UK group was not called Ben, but I'm going to call him Ben. He has Parkinson's, and he described to me feeling isolated because he was unable to visit his friends and family and access the leisure activities that he believes are good for his health. And the reason for this is that he previously accessed these things by car and he now no longer drives. One solution that we discussed was a volunteer driving scheme that he'd come across. Here people would volunteer their time and would drive Ben to where he needs to be. And this could be considered a tactic. And this is a really cool idea, but it doesn't fully restore his independence. Another approach would be to incorporate these protective factors, activities, friends, family, into his own environment, into his home. And this could be considered a strategy. And this could be really beneficial, but it's not entirely feasible, and it still compromises his mobility, his ability to explore the areas beyond the home and the benefits that that might bring. Someone else I worked with Parkinson's lived 5 minutes away from a really good friend of his. But it reached a point where his walking ability was no longer sufficient to make that journey. So we thought, what if there were benches dotted along the walking route to his friend's house? He's not able to walk 5 minutes solid, but he can walk in small chunks. And what interests me most about this idea is that it involves a change of environment, a change of place, but also promotes mobility. So it evades this categorization from De Soto of tactics versus strategy. So to discuss this and more ideas, please come and see me at poster number 24. Thank you.